And while first half we went into the second half going into the lead, but unfortunately the second half wasn't quite what we wanted it to be today.
Yes, very disappointed with the outcome, if I'm honest. I thought in the first half we were okay. We weren't at our very best, but we went in with a 1-0 lead. In the second half I felt like there was a 20-minute period where we let ourselves down. Halifax came here, they were ruthless in that spell and defended the game out very well. So looking back, disappointing. There were some positives in the first half because, as I said, I don't think we were great. But when you're not great and you're winning, that's something to work on, something to take on. But ultimately disappointed with the outcome.
Because Mo, obviously the penalty took a while to him to take the penalty, and it might have been something we struggled last season, having a regular penalty goal scorer. Yeah,
listen, I felt confident that Mo would convert. He's in a rich reign of form. I think he's always capable of scoring. When the decision was made, I was confident he'd convert. It was just a shame for me that I felt we did create quite a lot of chances. Overall, I think there was quite a few chances that fell to a number of players. I don't think we converted them. I don't think we were nowhere near as ruthless as we could have been. I thought production was good. We were getting into good areas, creating chances, but that ruthlessness, that quality in the final third was lacking this evening. And I think when you do create chances, you've got to make the most of them. Halifax did. I think they were quite lucky with some of the decisions that went their way, if I'm honest. But ultimately, they made the most of the chances they created.
And the group celebration that followed Mo's celebration obviously shows how together the group is as a team.
Yeah, listen, we scored a goal and it was great that they celebrated with the gaffer because it's been a really difficult few weeks, if I'm honest. The gaffer's had so much going on outside of football, but tonight was about beating Halifax at home and continuing the momentum from the weekend. So again, really disappointed, as are the players this evening, because I think for the first half it was job done. In the second half, I think we were nowhere near our best. We had a 20-minute period where we allowed them to sort of get their goals and make their mark on the game. Yes, we finished the game strong. We were creating chances, and I felt that we were, maybe good enough to nick a goal and make a game of it. But ultimately, I think we showed them way too much respect in a 20-minute spell, and that cost us the game.
You mentioned there the 3 quick-fire goals ultimately gave them a 3-1 scoreline, but it's probably fair to say they probably didn't deserve that.
Listen, the scoreline is 3-1. I think overall, I don't think that's a fair reflection of the game. I think there was a few key decisions tonight which were very, very much debatable, both for us and them. But ultimately, listen, we created chances, which is good. We didn't take them. They did. They were very, very ruthless. And credit where credit's due. They came here, it's a long journey, they've done a very professional job, they worked hard, and we weren't at our best today. So we've got to make sure that improves at the weekend. We learn from our mistakes, we make sure we are better in front of goal, and just show that maturity that I think is needed sometimes. When you're winning at this level, it's about protecting that lead, showing a bit of maturity, and we lacked that this evening, so disappointing.
And similar to Dagenham Redbridge in the last few games as well, maybe we've had a first half here where we've been, the best side by far in terms of on the pitch, but then the second half we come out a completely different team. What's happening there?
It's something we need to address. We've started games very, very well, but we've not finished them. I don't know anyone who gets anything at half time, so we've got to take that throughout 90 minutes. I thought in the second half at Dagenham, I thought we dropped our pace a touch, and it was the same tonight. The difference was, we didn't allow them to take all 3 points home. So it's disappointing, but we have to learn from that. And one thing I have to say is over the last 6 games, I think the boys have been, on the whole, really resilient. We've defended quite well. I think for 20 minutes today, I think everyone would admit that we didn't and allowed them to get their 3 goals.
And that was Joseph Hungbo's last game on loan for now. What does the future hold for him?
Yeah, we've got to look at that. I mean, we've got lots of options in terms of players coming back now, which is really, really good. We've had a little spell where we picked up lots of injuries quite frequently. So we've now got to look at what our options are. We need to have a chat with Joe and Watford about the future. So there's going to be a lot of work in preparation for the weekend. But like I said, it's something that we have to deal with, and we have to put together a squad and pick an 11 that we feel can go to Borehamwood and get some points and put in a performance throughout 90 minutes. I think this season we've been really good in spells, but for me it's about making sure throughout 95 minutes we make sure that we're giving everything we've got, we play with a maturity, if we have chances, take them. And you know what, sometimes we've got to win ugly and horrible, and I was hopeful we could do that today in the second half. unfortunately that wasn't the case.
Because you mentioned Boreham Wood there as well. Obviously they beat Notts County tonight as well. They'll be going to the game full of confidence.
Yes, Boreham Wood's a decent side. Got some very good players, very capable at this level. It's a great surface there, and they're a team that like to play football. So it's a game I'm really looking forward to. And again, like they'll be like us. They'll want to get it down and play with some capable players. We're confident. Listen, we can go into any game, home or away, knowing that we can be a match for anybody if we produce what we're capable of. For spells tonight, we did. But you have to do that throughout 95 minutes, and if you don't at this level, you will be punished. So it's about making sure that throughout the whole game, we're mature enough and resilient enough to be strong and make sure we convert those chances. If we do that, I think we'll be okay.
Are you in with a shot? More information in the description below.
Click here for the next video, click here to subscribe.